Hi, teacher.
Hi, Nee. Okay, let's share this with you. Okay, Nee, let's just recap on yesterday. Describe an occasion when you spend time with a young child.
Uh, mm, when I hear these questions, the first child that I can think of is my little sister. She has black eyes and black hair. Her name is Chi, and she is five.
Nee, sorry, just stop there. Rather say dark brown eyes, not black eyes. Say dark brown eyes.
Dark brown.
Yeah,
Okay. Uh, must I read it again?
yeah. Let's start again. Sorry, Nee.
When I hear this question, the first small child that I can think of is my little sister. Her name is Chi and she's 5 years old. She had dark brown eyes and black hair. Uh, it was a warm summer day in the afternoon, and my parents were busy for some of their work, so they asked me to play with her for a few hours. At that time, she was only 4 years old, and uh, I felt a little bit nervous. We spent the afternoon playing in the park and biking around the park with some of my cousins. As the sun began to set, we head back home. When we arrived at home, she fell asleep and exhausted from all fun that we had. I felt very happy that I had a beautiful time with her. It is not an obligation for me to spend time with tea, and I always ready for it.
Okay, good. Describe an occasion when you got incorrect information.
In our daily life, uh, we need to have correct information to make decisions, and it's very important to get the right information. But sometimes we may got incorrect information that we don't want it. We may feel exhausted and disappointed. The time when I had incorrect information was about 4 months ago, when my teacher told her to do my our homework. At that time, I was very tired because you know I started from 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. So I was very tired and I can't hear my teacher told her to do what clearly. Uh, when I when I came back home, I asked one of my friends, and she told me that we have to do from page 5 to 10. After I do from page 5 to 8, when I start to do the exercise in page 9 and 10, I was very surprised and don't understand the exercise in those pages. Then my mom
on
gave me
those
the
on on those pages.
on those pages. Then I asked my mom to give me the telephone number of my teacher, and I asked her the homework uh, that she told me, and she she answered me that we just have to do from page 5 to 8. Uh, then I was very surprised and I chat with the friend that told me the incorrect information. I told her the right homework, and I felt a little bit disappointed, and I wish that I contact my teacher soon.
Good. Okay. Yes. Hi, Icy.
Teacher.
Icy, describe an occasion when you got incorrect information.
An occasion that when I got incorrect information is the first day when I go to school. That before that day, that the teachers give my mom a notice of uh, a scheduled class, and my mom uh, read it scheme and tell me that uh, the time the lesson start is 8 a.m. And at the first day of the school that I'm late because I found that the lesson will start 30 minutes ago, and
The lesson started 30 minutes ago.
The lesson started 30 minutes ago, and I know that my mom gave the incorrect information.
My mom got the incorrect information.
Me.
Gave you the incorrect information?
My mom got the incorrect information. Me.
Yes. Okay, and how did you feel?
I feel disappointed.
I
felt disappointed, and that my friends laughed at me.
Okay, good. Let's go to, I see you've got enough information to talk about. It's just your tenses that you have to get going. If you have to speak in the past tense, and everything has to be past tense. I got the incorrect for information. She gave me the incorrect. I felt very sad. I didn't like feeling this way. Remember past tense, okay? If something already happened. Let's start with the start. I don't know what. Let's see what page this is. Page 5. Okay. Not sure where we are with this one. Okay, now remember, part 1, you only have to give me like 5 sentences, okay? Not very long like part 2 and 3. Only about 3 to 5 sentences. I see. What is the weather like where you live? Now, you don't tell me the weather now, today. You tell me the weather in your country where you live. So then you would say, the weather in my country during the winter months are very, very cold. Our winter months is from November to March. It snows, there's snow blizzards, there's hail, there's rain, there's icy winds, and temperatures of However, during our summer months, from say March to October, we've got lovely, lovely warm weather. We don't have heat waves. However, the temperatures get up to 40 degrees or 100 Fahrenheit. So just tell me about your summer and winter, the months that you have them, and how cold or how hot it gets, okay? Okay, I see. What is the weather like where you live?
The weather in uh the weather in summer of my country
No, the
is
weather in Vietnam during summer.
the weather in uh the weather during in Vietnam. Oh,
During summer.
the weather in Vietnam during summer is very hot. It's from March to um March to August. And the weather during the winter is very cold and uh, at a low temperature.
Okay, the weather in Vietnam during summer, which is from to, is really hot. The temperature sometimes get as high as the winter in Vietnam during the winter in Vietnam is usually from this month to this month. The temperature gets as low as sometimes we have, and then you can say if you've got storms or snow blizzards, or you can say it doesn't get that cold. We don't even get snow in my country. There are countries that don't get snow. So you can say sometimes you get snow. Temperature. Okay. Okay, good. Let's carry on with here. Okay. Nhi, do you prefer dry? Do you prefer the dry weather, the dry, wet weather, or do you prefer the cold or hot weather? Let's go with cold or hot. Do you prefer cold or hot weather?
To be honest, I prefer the cold weather rather than the hot weather. This is because in my country, Vietnam, during the hot weather, especially in the summer, it is very hot and dry. And in my neighbor, there are the kind of wind. It had its own name, but only in my neighborhood had that wind. So it's very hot during the summer in my neighborhood, also in my country, Vietnam. And I prefer the cold weather because during the winter, although it's cold but not very much, and it's do not have any big storm like in the summer.
Okay, good. I see. Do you prefer the wet weather or dry weather?
I prefer dry weather because that in my country when the wet weather that the sunny rainy day that is very uncomfortable and that uh, the clothes cannot dry and I prefer dry because it's comfortable and is um
What do you do in the dry weather? What do
I
you
can
do
go
when you have to?
I can go anywhere I want but with our rainy day that in the wet weather is very cold and it's easy to get fever.
To get?
Fever.
Oh, okay. Let's have a look. Knee. What sport do you like?
To be honest, I like playing volleyball. This is a most popular game in my country, Vietnam. It is very interesting and easy to play. People in my country, from children to adults, and even some of the old people, they also enjoy playing volleyball because when playing volleyball, especially in a playground or in a park, we can make friends.
Good. Okay. Hi, Nhan.
Hi, teacher.
Nhan, the class started 20 minutes ago. You're late.
Yes, because teacher has was me to join this class 3 minutes
Oh,
ago.
okay. No problem. Okay, Nhan, we're talking about sport. Do you think students need more exercise? Here, do you think students need more exercise? Now remember, Nhan, part 1 is only about 5-6 sentences, not too long, okay?
Yes.
Okay. You
Yes,
try.
I do. I think yes, I do. I think students they need more exercise because nowadays the health is very important. So they need to do more exercise every day to increase their health and to have the strong.
To help keep them strong. Yes, I would say nowadays students are more drawn to technology. They want to play online games. They want to sit on their phones. So students are getting lazy nowadays. So they need more exercise. So therefore the school must make it like a new rule, like they have to do sport. Or parents need to push the children to exercise because our body still needs it. It's very important. I see. Do you know people who are good at sport?
I know a person that was really good at badminton. That he's my cousin. And he win a lot of competition of badminton. That she and uh, he very good at badminton and also uh,
Okay, good. Nee, would you like to visit other cities that have different climates from where you live? Like, say, for example, it's very cold in Vietnam. Would you like to go to cities that are more warmer or other way around? Look, like example, South Africa. South Africa has, they are very hot. Summer, winter, right through the year. South Africa is very hot. But I am in America. America, it's very cold in the winter, very hot in the summer. So I would like to visit South Africa because I like the warm weather. So I would love to go visit them. That's an example, okay? You try.
Can I ask, this question is part 2 or part 1?
Sorry, say again.
The question that you asked me, is it part 2 or part 1?
It's part 1. Here it is. Would you like to visit other cities that have different climates from where you live? So only about 5 sentences. Short answer, okay?
Okay. To be honest, I would like to visit Korea because in my country, Vietnam, the weather is monsoon climate, so it's quite hot in the summer, and in the winter it's not very cold. So I would like to go to Korea, maybe in the future, because in Korea the weather is much colder than in Vietnam, and also there are a lot of snow in the winter, so I can see snow and play with them.
Good, okay. Nhan. No, sorry, Icy. What sport do you like, Icy?
I like the sport I like is badminton. That is a sport I think that most of the girls feel easy to play.
Okay, good. Nhan, what sport can you play?
Yeah, I can play a lot of sport, but I think the best sport I play best is the badminton, because I practice badminton every day with my friend, and when I have free times, I always go to the badminton club and practice with my teacher. So I think I can sometimes I study a lot of badminton skills on YouTube or on the internet.
Okay, good. Let's go here. Okay, the city you live in, Icy. How long have you lived in the city?
The city that I live in is Vinh City, Nhan province of the in Vietnam. That I live in Vinh City. That's when I was born.
Okay, good. And Nee. Do you like the city that you live in? Why or why not?
Yes, I do. I love this city very much because nowadays this city are developing, and there are a lot of like shopping malls or a lot of school and other playground, and some play that I can go there to when I hang out with friends. It is much better than in the past. So I love this city very much.
Good. Nhan, are there big changes in your city?
So there's a lot of big trends in my city. So in the past we have the war, a big war, but nowadays my cities have a lot of new play. They build the highest buildings and have lots of nice building. So I think the big trends in my city is Ho Chi Minh Square, and in Ho Chi Minh cities have the um
Yes, carry on.
have the big instruction. So the visitor they real life to visit there to take photo and have the memory. So I think that is the big trends in my city.
Okay. Remember, you need to say your S. You don't say your S at all. Photos, memories, buildings, changes, places. Okay. If you don't say your S, it's going to be wrong. And sometimes the meaning of the words are different when you don't say your S and when you say your S. Okay. So S and plural in English are very important. I know in Vietnam you don't say it, but in English it's very important, okay? So try and remember your S. You've got good ideas, Nhan. Okay, that's page 5 and 6. I see. What do you do when you don't have school? Look at question number 2. What do you usually do when you have days off?
I but when I have day off, I usually uh uh watch watching TV and relax. Also, I reading some comic books and uh like do the homework to practice my English skills.
Okay, good. Nhi, what would you like to do if you had the day off tomorrow? What would you like to do?
Actually, it's very nice for me to have a day off. So, when I have a day off tomorrow, I will sleep. I will sleep when I can. Wake up maybe 11 a.m. or even 12 p.m. because in the day that not the day off, not of my day off, I have to wake up very early. So tomorrow I will speak. No, I will sleep. I will sleep until 12 p.m. and then I watch my favorite movie that I don't have free time to watch before and do anything that I want.
Okay, good. Nhan, your days off. Do you usually spend your days off with your parents or with friends?
Yes, I usually spend my day off with my parents because in another days um always always to go to school or go to the cafe to study online or study offline with my friend. So I think when I have free days, I usually spend my time with my parents to stay at home to cooking that's favorite food and make theirs happy for them, because I think we need to stay next to my parents when we can, because I think when we live with parents, we can share my story or difficult in my life with my parents.
With your parents, okay. Good. Fixing things. I see. What can you fix? Are there things that you can fix?
Yeah, I think that I can fix that small things. For instance, a fan or some things like the school things that might study like a pencil that is easy to fix it.
Okay, so if something breaks, you can fix something easily. Nee, what do you do when a thing is broken and cannot be fixed? What do you do then?
To be honest, when a thing is broken and if it cannot be fixed, I will throw it away and I buy a new one.
Okay, you buy a new one. Nhan, do you think it's necessary for people to learn to fix things? Do you think people should know how to fix things?
So in the modern life, I think people, they need to know fix some things, but they need to fix something that is very easy. So when they is very difficult to fix, I think they need to um go to their shop or store and book their survey to fix to fix.
To fix things, okay. I see. What is your childhood dream? What is your dream that you want to maybe achieve? Your childhood dream. Do you want to visit a new city? Do you want to maybe have good marks in your English or maths or Vietnamese? Do you want to be a doctor one day? What is your dream as a child?
My child dream is to be an English teacher. That I want to teach my children, teach my students to be better at English and many skills to to help them in the future that they can use English to have a good job and high salary.
Good job. Well done. Nee, what is your dream job?
To be honest, my dream job is to be an English teacher. When I was a child, I am very afraid of English because it is a subject that very difficult and hard to learn. And sometime when I was a child, I I've wanted that the English subject will disappear in the future. But now I want to be an English teacher because my mom told me that you will achieve much more if you step out of the norm and be ourselves. So I want to be an English teacher.
Okay, good. Nhan, do you like rainy days?
Yes, I do. I like rainy days because when they have the rainy day, I think that is the chill days for me because I can listening to music or go to the cafe to study on live and sometimes I study with use from time to time I go to the cafe to study, so that's this reason I like rainy days.
Oh, that's good. Yes. I see. Do you change your plans if it rained? So maybe you decided to do something and now it's raining. Do you change your plans or do you still do it when it rains?
I changed my plan that for example I have a project like to um, mm, to understand about the tree, but my plan is go on the internet and see the picture of the trees.
Okay, good. Nhan, what languages can you speak?
Yeah, I can speak two language is
Two languages.
mother two languages is mother's language is Vietnamese and English. So now my mom she's 5 year English class for me to increase my speaking English skill because she wants me to communicate with the foreign friend and find new things.
Good. Okay. Ni. Are you a kind of person that sticks to dreams? So that means your dream is to be an English teacher. Do you think you will change your mind or will you stay with that and you will be an English teacher?
Uh,
Do you think you're going to change your mind when you're a little bit older or do you think you're going to be an English teacher?
I think I'll change my mind. Maybe when I will be an adult, there will be a lot of jobs that we use English. So, for example, translator or tour guide. In tour guide, we can go around the world. So I think I will change my mind.
Okay, yes. So you can change your mind. I see. Does it rain much in your city? Does it rain much in your city? Is I see there? Okay, Nhan, does it rain much in your city?
In my city have four have two weather is sunny and rainy. The other sunny from the January to um, June, and there's rainy from the July to the se December. So now in my cities, if the summer, so it's don't have much rain in my city. So in next month or in next month, my cities will have a lot of rain because that is the rain weather.
Okay, good. Okay, I see. Do you like rainy days?
No, I don't like rainy days because that, for example, if the uh that when I go to school and it's uh rainy and I get wet and cold in that days, and also is very uncomfortable, and also a rainy day is a sad day, sad as a sad day.
Okay, you see it as a sad day. All right. Okay, we're going to practice part one more next time, okay? You all did a good job today. We're going to stop here. I will see you next time. Bye, everyone.
Bye, teacher.